Howdy, howdy. It's the weekend, Saturday, and everyone's getting ready as we are in the playoffs. That's right. We got some game day deliciousness headed your way. And we're going to talk one of the biggest successes and one of the biggest failures for a lot of people cooking game days is wings, right? So we're going to go over some tips today from your good friend Meat Master Max. And I'm here to say we're going to make wings in a delicious way here on Kitsch.com, the food network for a new generation. I am Montana Max, and with me, as always, is the talented, effervescent, I'm going to have adjectives all month long, and my partner in crime, in life, in food, in love, Miss Kansas City, Jen. Say hi, Jen.
Hi.
There she is, coming to you live all the way across the room. And we are coming to you from the Ozark Mountains. That's right. You're in our home kitchen here as we get ready to run some wingology. There is Jen displaying right over to the side. There she is. Boink, boink, boop. At the chef's table. If you're joining us here on Kitsch.com, one of the awesome features is we have the ability to invite you to the chef's table. You can join us right there, just like Jen is doing. And we can hear you and we can see you. You don't have to join with video if you're just waking up and you're not your camera ready. That's completely fine, but we can still hear your audio. Feel free, just like that. Jen says, boop. You can join us at the chef's table. And of course, over here, we do have live streaming chat. So if you prefer to work in a more textual nature, by all means, say hi. Food brings us together. That's why we do this, and that's why we rock and roll. All right. If this is your first time joining us here in the kitchen, we've got all sorts of videos that we've been kicking out all week with some really fun and delicious recipes. Man, I wish you could have tried that sauce we did last night with our tropical shrimp. So good, so
good. I
easy.
ate
And
too
that's what
much.
it's all about, right, babe? Is simple, easy, effective recipes to up your flavor game at home. Simple doesn't mean lacking flavor. And we're going to show you how, and we're going to show you tips to succeed. If this is your first time here with us, though, as I went on that tangent, let's give a quick spin around. We've got, of course, our main camera here in the kitchen, rocking and rolling with your overhead view of what's happening on the cutting board. And we can flip that over to stove cam. We're not going to be using the stovetop today, but it is there. Should we need it? Should we need it? We've got it there. All right. And you're saying to yourself, Montana Max, it's awfully hard for me to see in that little box as I'm watching on my cellular communication device. Fret not, my friend. We've got the nice side angle there for you on the cutting board. And also we can get that above bird's eye view for you. Ready to go here. You can kind of take a peek at some of the fun, easy. This is simple today. Simple, but we're going to talk a lot of meat science to really help you out here. We've got that beautiful overhead perspective. And then, of course, today the snow is pretty much gone here. We've had quite the snowy week here in the Ozark Mountains, but it's lovely outside today. So let's flip it over to the deck. And we'll actually be taking you outside. There's a bit of breeze, so we got the sign closed today. We don't want those doors blowing around, but we are going to take you outside. We are smoking wings on our pellet grill today. We've got a gas grill out there and a griddle and all sorts of fun stuff that we'll be using along the way here on Kitsch with our outdoor cooking adventures. But today it's all about the wing game. All right. So there we go. We'll be headed out there in not too long, and we will be getting that rocking and rolling. Okay. So without further ado, I think we jump right into this and get this going. There we are, and we're back. You got the tour. We've got more fun and surprises coming here all month long. So make sure you hit that follow button. Save the seat function with our upcoming shows. We've got an easy game day appetizer that we're doing tomorrow, so you don't miss a delicious moment here. It'll send you a nice reminder when we're going live. Yeah, lots of fun things to do. Let's get into it, shall we?
Yes, please.
All right. So we've got very few ingredients. Simple. Simple is what it's about. Don't overcomplicate it. Just like anything, you can make it as complicated as you want to be. But let's talk meat tip number one. Meat tip number one. We've got our wings here. And you can see them all sitting in this pan. I've got them out of the packaging. Tip number one, right? If you buy frozen wings in those giant bulk packages, that's going to be a lower quality. First tip is meat choice. If you can get a fresh, unfrozen drums and flats, that's always going to make your cooking hill that you're climbing much easier and higher quality. All right. Meat choice makes a big factor in this. And we've got these out. We've got these in the pan. Now, the reason these are out of the packaging and in the pan, I've had them resting in the fridge there, is the same philosophy as a crispy turkey skin. We want to remove as much external moisture from these as we possibly can. So I removed them from the packaging, patted them dry, and let them air dry essentially in the fridge. All right. That's the same tip that if you ever have cooking a Thanksgiving turkey, you're like, how do I get that nice crispy Thanksgiving turkey skin? Don't cover your turkey the day before when you put it into your fridge. We're going to do the same thing with our wings here and let some of that natural moisture just evaporate off. So we're not fighting that battle. Okay. So we've got those ready to go. Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to season these up. There should be enough natural moisture left in the wing to get our seasoning to stick. If not, you can use a little bit of olive oil to help you out there, but not a lot. We don't want to drench them. We don't want to drown them in olive oil. We just need enough for it to here. So we have let these dry. We're going to kind of see what our moisture level is like here. And just to remember, we're working with raw poultry, so no cross-contamination. I'm going to put a glove on one hand, and then on the other hand, I'm going to grab our seasoning, okay? And we've got that right here. Bam! Da, 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 da. Montana Max's, the last best barbecue rub and seasoning. The last and best barbecue rub and seasoning you'll ever need. Unless you buy our other two seasonings. And then you got it all covered, right? The last best is on our sweeter side, kind of akin to a Kansas City style barbecue. So we're going to be using that as our base layer of flavor that we've got going on here.
That one is my personal favorite.
That is Jen's personal favorite. We do have 3 different seasonings all available on our online store at montanamaxbbq.com, which you can jump in that link right under the video after the show and see all of our wonderful flavors that are lined up on the counter in front of me here. But let's go ahead and just get a nice layer of seasoning here onto the wings, and we're just going to sprinkle that in a pan. And we just do this to contain the mess, right? Versus on a plate or whatever. And there we go. Now we're going to take them, turn them all over, flip them on over. And yeah, I've got enough natural moisture here. The big thing with air drying, right, is not to dry out the actual meat muscle that we're cooking. It's to dry out the skin, okay? So we should have enough moisture to get this rub to stick. And it's all about consistency, right? So we're going to get in there with our hand, our paws. And we're just going to kind of just take it and work it around there, okay? Because especially we're dealing now. If you're here, let's settle the age-old debate forever. What's your favorite, drumsticks or flats? You like the drummies? You like the flats? Everyone seems to have a favorite, right? But when we're biting into a flat, right, the one thing that people always seem to miss on seasoning is the edge. And that's so important because that's where you're taking the first bite is right on the edge. So we want to make sure we get it seasoned all the way around there, okay? And it's very easy to do. You sprinkle it in the pan. You can just give it a little dab on the side there and make sure that we got it covered edge to edge, right? That one's looking pretty good. That one's looking like it needs just a little bit. But if we just take our gloved hand and work that around there, we get a nice, light, even layer, okay? We're using this barbecue rub and seasoning not to create bark as if we would if we were making like a pork shoulder or any sort of those larger barbecue meats where we're trying to get like a really nice bark to it. We just want a nice, even coating here, okay? We're building layers of flavor, okay? So there we go. We got that rocking. That one's looking pretty good all the way around. That guy needs a little love. There we go. Okay. So we got them all ready to rock and roll here, okay? Pop that glove off here. Now, here's, I actually had one of our community members when we were talking about different wings and stuff when we've streamed before, and they said, your tip on cornstarch has changed my life. And it's such an easy thing to do. We've got right here just some basic cornstarch, and we just want to do a light coating of cornstarch, all right? And I'm going to try something here. I've actually never done this before, but minutes before we went live, I'm like, this is going to be a great idea. So we'll see live here today how great it is. But we've got basically, it's a bakery tool. It's a powdered sugar dispenser that you open just like that to put in your insides, and then see if that'll focus up there. Maybe not. There it goes a little bit. There it goes. Bam. You see those holes there for dusting confectionery items, just like that. So cornstarch, very akin to that same consistency. We'll see if it clumps up in there or not. If this works, I'm a genius. If it doesn't, well, then we just move on to the normal way we do it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take a little bit here, half a tablespoon, just enough to get in here, because we want a very light coating. We're just going to put that in there with that little spoon, get the lid on, and let's see if we can dust these here nice and easy with this. This will help us. This will not work for your rub and seasonings. Okay, the particles are much too large for that. So let's see if we can. Oh my!
There you go. It looks just like powdered sugar.
It does. I'm a genius. We've done it, Jen. We've done it. We revolutionized the chicken game here on Kitch today. And if you're watching, you have witnessed it firsthand. Looks like we got something in the chat there, babe.
Oh yeah, flats for sure.
Who's saying the flats?
That would be Jen.
Oh, it's you in the chat. Yeah. Showing them how it's done. Love it. Okay, Jen likes the flats.
I do.
I could have told you that one.
Yes.
If you have a preference, let us know in the chat. You like the drummies, you like the flats. Either way, we're going to cook them the same. So now that we've got that cornstarch added, we're just going to flip them on over here and get that other side. And that cornstarch with that light coating is going to add a real nice crispness to the skin there. Very light, very, very light. If you don't have one of these little tools, just a little sprinkle. Just a little sprinkle is all you need, but it makes a huge difference. And you're going to see it will dissipate there. It looks right now like we've drowned them in powdered sugar, but it's already disappearing with the moisture and working its way and combining with the rub and all that goodness. All right. So we've got that ready to go. That's it. There's your big things. So let's review real quickly what's important. First steps to success when it comes to cooking chicken wings, right? Remove from the packaging dry. Okay. Put them in a pan and air dry them at least, for an hour, or get up in the morning. If you got a night game like the Chiefs do tomorrow at 5:30, do that in the morning. Let them air dry in the afternoon. It's not a giant turkey, okay? So it doesn't need like 48 hours to dry out or 24 hours. You can do it for 3, 4, 5 hours. Plenty of time. We just want to get some of that excess moisture out of the mix there.
If you forget, can you just paper towel dry them?
Yes. And you should do that anyways when you take them out of the package before you allow them to air dry. We want to get all that moisture. You shouldn't have chicken juice, sitting in the bottom of your pan. Good point. But yeah, pat them dry, then air dry them, right? We go in, light seasoning of rub, then we come in a dusting of that cornstarch, all right? Now, what's going to come down next is we are going to talk about cooking them, all right? People smoke wings all the time. You can fry wings, you can bake wings. The one trick is if you're going to smoke wings, you need to smoke them with the hot and fast method. If you do them low and slow and drag it out into a 3-hour cook to get them up to your internal temperature of 165 or higher, all right? And wings are one of those magical foods. Like we always tell you, don't overcook. When it comes to wings, you can take them up to about 190 degrees because if we get that skin and we get that to tighten up, it encapsulates the moisture inside the wing, okay? So we can actually take those up and get them to a really high temperature and you're not going to dry them out. As long as they're a high quality, good product of wing. But we want to cook them hot and fast. If you do the low and slow and you smoke them, the meat's going to get rubbery. Anytime you're cooking poultry, higher temperatures is much more to your advantage. And that is true if you're doing larger drumsticks or chicken breasts. We want to cook with a higher heat, cook it through hot and fast. Otherwise, it'll become chewy. Okay.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. And we want to render that fat. We want to get it nice and crispy. So when we take a bite out of those wings, okay, we take a bite out of those wings, we want to bite through the skin. All right. And we're going to show you. Yes.
Can you lift those up and show them up close?
Yes.
so you
Let's do
can-
it. We can definitely do that. And you can see that cornstarch, with the exception
Yeah.
of that one right there, and it's mostly gone, has dissipated into the wings.
Mhm.
Okay. So we're off to a good start there. Okay. But a lot of people will do them like I'm doing them barbecue style, like I'm doing ribs. We're not trying to break down those proteins like you do with tougher meats like brisket and ribs and pork shoulder. All right. We want to cook these hot and fast. All right. We're going to do 2 style of ribs today. I did a quick
Chicken wings. You
wait.
said ribs.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I was just talking about ribs.
I know.
We did a quick chili lime sauce that we have here in the cup. And then we are also going to be using our Big Sky Bourbon barbecue sauce right here. So we're going to do a barbecue not ring. Now I'm doing ribs and wings together.
Yeah.
A barbecue style wing, and we're going to do kind of a sticky Asian style wing. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go outside. We're going to do 2 different methods here, okay? We're going to do the finish with the bowl with the barbecue, and we're going to get a nice sticky texture here with our chili lime sauce. So let's go ahead. I've got some wings, believe it or not, out on the deck. So let's head out to the deck here and get these wings prepped up. They are at temperature and ready to rock and roll. Now, there might be a slight delay here. So if it looks like a Godzilla movie when I'm talking out here, just enjoy that. It is free comedy. All right, we have a silicone basting brush, and I've got our chili lime sauce here. Now, a lot of people you'll see on social media, they do the epic in a big bowl wing toss. For these, we want to make a sticky sauce. So the best approach to these to prevent making a large mess and just doing it with ease is actually brushing them on the grill. Now, we never, especially when we're cooking hot and fast here at a higher temperature, we're cooking at like 350 degrees for these. You can cook upwards of 400 degrees. But when we're doing these, we never want to apply our sauce at the beginning. We don't want to have a barbecue marinade and throw them on a hot deal. You are going to burn the sugars in your sauce, therefore burning your wings, and it's not going to be an enjoyable eating experience here. So let's go ahead, flip these open. Oh, these are looking good. Looking
Smelling
good.
good.
So I'm going to do about half of these here with this sauce. And we want to do this in the last 5 to 10 minutes of your cook time. Basically, when they hit temperature, that's when we want to hit them. And we're just going to go on and get a nice light brushing of this sauce here, okay? It's chili lime sauce. It's got a little hot sauce, a little ginger in there, little sweet and sour action. And we just want to, essentially what we're doing here when we're working outside, you want to, they're on the end here. I've got too many utensils out here. There we go. Got to have your grilling tongs handy. We are essentially the same process as making a reduction, right? We're making a reduction. So with this, we're going to let that sauce in there evaporate for just a few minutes at that nice high temperature. And that's where it gets the stickiness, is we're removing H2O. We're removing the water content and reducing that sauce down, okay?
So much science.
Science! She blinded me. Da, 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 da. And I'll save those 4 wings. We'll toss those in a little bowl and do the TikTok kind of thing. We're hipping with it. We'll toss them in the bowl at the end there with our barbecue sauce. All right, very hot. Remember, we're cooking these hot and fast. So I was flipping them and checking them out just with my bare hands, but I would never advise that. I'm desensitized to the heat a little bit more from working with it on a daily basis. Okay. So we're going to just flip those over and make sure we get a nice deal of sauce. Now you can take them out in a bowl and flop them around or whatever you want to do. It's just, this for me is easier and creates less mess. Okay. There we go. So we're going to get that on there. Now, when we're cooking with a, oh, that one's already my favorite.
Ooh,
Now, when we're
looks
cooking,
good.
on a pellet grill or gas grill or charcoal grill, we want to cook these right in the middle of the grill. We can finish them off. This is always going to be the hot zone because there's a baffle in the middle that creates the convection style. So we want to cook them in the middle and finish them off right on the edge. That's the hottest part, okay? If you're cooking on a gas grill, same thing. We're only going to turn on one burner on one side, get that temperature up to 350 degrees, and cook them on the indirect heat. And if you need to crisp up that skin at the very end, we can move them over to the direct heat there. Or if you want some grill marks or char lines or any of that sort of business, that's all up to you, but we don't want to hit them with the direct heat from the start. Let's go ahead, move that back in, and about 5 minutes or so, won't take very much time. We'll come out, grab those, and the ones with the barbecue sauce, throw our other ones on. It's going to be so delicious. Game day, here we come. All right, excuse us for a minute as we make the trek across the deck to the great inside. We're in the great outdoors. And now we're back. Thank you again for joining us and spending a little bit of your lovely Saturday. It's getting a little chilly. Guess I can't complain. Up
Well,
north,
it's in the 50s.
I know,
I mean,
54 degrees, and I'm like, ooh, becoming a true Southerner.
yeah.
So there we go. We've got that ready to rock and roll here. We've got our other wings right here. I'll take those out when we pull those other ones off. Let's prep a few things for our sticky wings real quickly. If you watched our tropical shrimp episode, we do have some cilantro here, which is absolutely wonderful in any sort of Asian type scenario. So we're going to go ahead and remove these stems here. I'll compost those after the show. There we go. And we're going to do a little fresh garnish. We've got nice, hot, sticky wings, right? So we want to bring a little freshness to the mix here. It's all about combining textures and flavors, and also fresh versus cooked. People don't think about that a lot, but that's a big thing for creating an interesting culinary experience for your guests, right? And it's the little things that make a big difference. I preach that a lot when we do our in-person cooking classes. It's the little things that you do along the way. And it doesn't take a lot of meticulous plating and all these things, just a few small things, like adding a little pop of freshness. So we're going to go in, rough chop down that cilantro. Oh, it smells great. I always like to wait as long as possible to prep my garnishes at the end, especially when it comes to fresh herbs, because once you cut them open, you start releasing that essence and that moisture starts leaving them. And we're going to spread them out here so it doesn't get too clumpy. We'll let it dry out just a little bit, but I can smell those fragrances coming up already, which is going to combine so beautifully with our wings. Now, we talked about this last night too, and we've got a little bit here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my grater. We're also going to add a little there. It's a lime sauce, right? You know, a chili lime sauce. So we're going to bring that lime freshness out even more to mix with our fresh aromatics here. So let's go ahead, grab our lime, and we're going to zest a little bit, just like we did last night with our tropical shrimp. And we're just going to go around the edge and just get the very edge of this lime here. Okay, we don't want to get into the white part of the lime, because that's that rind, right? That's where it can become bitter tasting. We don't want to spend all this time cooking these beautiful wings to have it taste bitter for somebody's first bite. We want all those umami flavors coming through, our barbecue flavors coming through. We don't want to taint that with bitterness, and we don't need a lot, just that little bit that I have right there. And I'm just getting hit in the schnoz right there with all sorts of freshness. Absolutely love it. Now, the other thing that we can do too, and I'll break out my chef's knife. Well, I don't need to dirty another knife. I've got my blade right here. We're going to go ahead and just cut into this lime, and we can go ahead and quarter that down real quickly. And we can add actually a fresh burst of lime juice at the very end too, right? That's going to give us a little different temperature to go with our sauce as well. So we got that fresh, we got the cool with the hot, all coming together. So we have everything ready for our Asian wings there. I'm going to go ahead and grab out, I don't need a big one. Let's just grab a little bowl for this. There we go. Little medium bowl. I'm going to grab out of the cupboard here. because I'm only tossing 4 wings, so I don't need the big metal. But just a little bit here to dress these out. Now, same thing is true whether it's the chili lime sauce or barbecue sauce or any sort of sauce that you're applying to your wings as you're finishing them out, okay? As you're finishing them out. Last 5 to 10 minutes of your cook time at high heat, maximum. We don't want to burn it, okay? We don't want to burn it. We don't want crispy critters. You know, and nothing's worse than burnt sugar like that. You bite it, it's like it not only does it taste horrible, texturally, it's like it feels like it cut in the roof of your mouth and stuff. Your guests you're gonna be like, do you like the wings? And they're gonna be like, they're really great. Wow. You know, so we want to make sure to have a nice eating experience for that. All right, let's grab a plate here as well that we can take out and put our wings on. That'll work.
If you want a picture plate, they're over there.
Yeah, we'll get one of those when we plate up here.
Okay.
This is just to transport them all back in. And we've got our cornstarched seasoned wings right there. Let's head back out and do the flipperoo, because believe it or not, it's already been about 5 minutes. We did a light glazing there. It doesn't take much time at all to get that sauce to stickify. Back to the great outdoors we go, and thank you, each and every one of you, wherever you are in this big, blue, beautiful world of ours, for taking a minute out of your day to help up your wing game here on Montana Max, a barbecue, a TV. All right, so there we go. We got these ready to go. I'm going to do the old switcheroo here. Oh, absolutely phenomenal. They are looking good. They are smelling good.
Smelling so good. I think the whole neighborhood can smell this.
I'm just going to move these over to the side. If you ever find yourself stumbling through the Ozark Mountains, it's like Toucan Sam. If you want to find me, your nose. Be like, where's that deliciousness coming from in the woods? That's old Montana Max. All right, so I've got those all ready to go here. We are going to grab our fresh ones here. I just gloved up to make it nice and easy. And once again, right in the center, 350 degrees, upwards of 400 if you'd like. And if you're baking these, right, you're baking these in the oven, exact same process, 350 degrees, same deal, right? And convection cooking in your stovetop oven, absolutely the way to go, right? To get that nice crispy skin with what we've learned here today. All right, so that's raw, that goes there. We don't want cross-contamination or anything. And now we've got our couple of wingies right here that don't have any sauce on them that we'll go ahead and barbecue up. And these sticky Asian wings. Oh, chili lime sticky Asian wings. Bam. I mean, awesome, right? Oh.
This is making me so hungry.
Well, you're about ready to jump into Wingtown. Population Union, babe. All right, so we've got those in there. We've got those ready to go. I'm going to bring this in so it doesn't blow away. Woohoo! Ha ha! Here we go. Heading back inside. Let's do it.
Yes, please.
She says, yes, please. All right, in that pan in the trash there, let's go ahead and just rinse our hands. Soap them up here real quick. Make sure we're ready to go. All right, let's go ahead and flip it over, and I'll hold these up here so you can see them just as they came off the smoker. And you'll see the difference from unsauced, but how we have that nice, you'll see the crispness here. And then you'll also see, so there's our sticky Asian wings right there, glazed out, and then these dollar ones. But that is nice. We're going to show you a bite through here in a minute. I wish we had another light right up there, but you can see there.
Ooh, very shiny.
Shiny.
You can see that.
Shine like a diamond, right?
That's good.
Okay, so let's grab out a plate here. Let's grab out a plate. Oh, new plate.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm thinking these are going to be good. All right. Clear a little working room here. Should be good. Let's see. Let's flip it over. Check it out. These are beautiful little plates there that we can stack our wings up. Since we're just, it's just the two of us eating wings as we try, just the two of us. There we go. And we'll just lay these right down here, just like so. You got nice little grill marks on there.
That looks good. Yum. Oh, look, they fit perfectly. I love the sheen.
Just like that, stacking them up. Absolutely wonderful. And we can let our guests do the spritz of lime, or we can do that for them. So we can just plate that just like that.
Get a nice picture of this.
Oh, I'm planning on it. I am planning on it. So we're gonna put some fresh lime on there. I got a little sauce on my hands, and I'm gonna start grabbing that cilantro and come right over the top here. Now, here's a little pro tip for you when it comes to garnish. When we're doing herbs and things, we want it to look natural and nice and not, artificially done. So the higher you do this, so up here, you're going to have a little fall on your counter, but you're going to get a much more natural looking fall with your herbs when it comes to presentation, right? We get a little bit on the plate there, get that niceness. Woo! There we go. There we go. Now, I'm going to hold these up, and you will begin to salivate. That is a completely natural response.
The zest.
Oh, yes. And then I've got the zest. Thank you. Same thing with the zest. We're just going to go ahead, get that little bit of lime zest. Just a little bit. There we go. Thank you, sweetheart. Got to have the zest, right? Let's hold them up. You've got game day wings ready to go. Let's see if we can get that side angle and see how that looks. Right there. It gets too dark over there.
That looks good.
See, I have the power. There we go.
There you go.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Somebody give a little applause action there. Very easy, very quick. And we're going to give you the Gen-Tay. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That really can give you that glistening sheen there, right? Yeah. Let's take a quick picture. Then we'll toss up our barbecue wings. And then we'll get grubbing, as the kids say, right? We get grubbing. All right. Now, where's my phone? Okay. If you have any questions on anything that we just went over, by all means, hop in that chat there. Let us know. If you think of something later, you can always reach out to us through our website. Little stem there. Get rid of that guy. You can reach out easily through our website, Facebook, Instagram, any of that kind of stuff. We'd love for you to check out our other social media as well as our website, like I said, where we have more recipes and fun adventures and all sorts of things, different content everywhere you want to be.
And be sure to save your spot for any of our upcoming shows here on Kitsch. And we will be posting some more upcoming ones here soon.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So there we go. Sticky Asian wings. Thank you for that moment while I take a quick picture there. You got to have the quick picture, right? And then we'll just use a little white plate here because I'm not going to plate these up. We're just going to toss these guys here. The barbecue sauce ones, we'll do some barbecue. So we're going to just throw these into a bowl. And this is just an easy way to do it so we don't over sauce and you don't have to brush. Okay. So we're just going to take a little bit here.
You want to switch the camera so we can see? Oh,
there we go.
Where the plate?
I'm thrown off from my there.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
There it is.
Whoop, there we go. So just
that
a nice,
works.
nice light coating here. Just like that. And this is just a nice, easy way. And I'm not going to do the whole thing where you flip them up into the air because we're inside and it's really, that's just for show, right? We're just going to go ahead. Maybe a little bit. This has got nice high sides on it, so you don't have to worry about them going and landing on your carpet or anything like that, or the dog. By the way, never, never, ever, we're big animal lovers here. You guys know that. Never, ever, ever give a dog a chicken wing or chicken bone of anything. So there's your pet tip. Chicken, poultry, aviary bones, right? But now, look, you can see just with that little shake in there, try to get that light a little bit better.
Montana says I use a T-ball for powdered sugar.
Oh, nice. Good tip,
Yeah,
Montana. Coming in clutch.
Good idea.
But look at that easy coating right there, doing it in a bowl. If you had too much sauce, then you can pull them out with the tongs. But that's just a quick, easy way to get them a nice, even coating there. Let's go ahead and I've got a pair of tongs actually right here. So what I was going to say is poultry bones are hollow, okay? Birds fly, hollow bones, okay? So we want to make sure they break very easily and dogs can choke on them. So let's take care of our furry friends by not giving them any sort of poultry bones. Okay. There we go. Let's see if I can flip this one over and get that. There, look at that.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, he's insanely delicious. Look at that. Look at that glisten there. Nice light coating. I'm not going to worry about stickifying this one up, but you can definitely do these on your grill the same way. 5 to 10 minutes to get that sauce to tackify and get them a little bit sticky. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have a feeling Montana is impressed with the wing game today. And there we go. Now there is nothing left to do. There's nothing left to do but enjoy. And you know what that means. Come on, Smiley. Yay. Come on, Smiley. It's your time to shine. And we're getting ready. We're serious about game day here. Even my cup is in the shape of a football. And I score a touchdown of flavor and I would spike it. No. We don't need it.
No. Okay, which one should I try?
Well, I hope you try both. I'll get you a little paper towel here to wipe that beautiful mug
really
ears off.
I got to try one of these flats. You don't have any of the barbecue flats?
No, for some reason I grabbed more drummies.
Okay, I am ready to try this. Sticky.
Sticky chili lime Asian wings.
Oh, very, very, very good. I got it all over my face.
That's good. That's how wings are supposed to work.
Great flavor.
You liking that?
Sweet with little bit of heat, not a lot. Just right.
Look at that bite through.
Yeah.
Look at that bite through. That's what we're talking about. That's when you bite your chicken wing. Look at that. Perfect. Right there. You don't pull the entire skin off when you take a bite out of it. You know, because it's too fatty. We want that skin nice, dry, crisp, so we can get in there. Look at that. Just a perfect little bite mark out of there.
Excellent. Oh, these are so good.
Awesome. And we got the freshness. We got all that. Yummy.
Oh, yeah. We're going to eat through these really quickly.
Well, it's a good thing we threw another set on, huh? All right. Finger licking good.
Sticky fingers.
The Colonel Max has done it again.
Yes, you did.
All right, and you can too. It's that easy with those simple wing tips. You can elevate your wing games, make them the star of your spread. You'll have people begging for more. Super easy, super delicious to do.
You gotta taste those.
We will.
I just want to taste them.
Go ahead. I'll wrap things up here. You eat. So super easy to do with these simple tips that we supplied to you today to make your game day just that more fantastic with all of your food, right? You're going to have people asking for your secrets, and you got them right here on Montana Max Barbecue TV. Make sure, if you haven't, hit that follow button for all of our delicious episodes here on Kitsch.com, the food network for a new generation. And we've got links below where you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, where our entire line of sauces and seasonings, flavors for every meal, not just barbecue, are available to order right now. So we've got everything from seasoned ketchup to caramel pecan apple butter, our bourbon barbecue sauce.
Bourbon barbecue sauce on wings. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. Jen, and she may be a little bit biased, but she wouldn't lead you astray. So we've got all that and more for you to check out online as well. I am Montana Max. This is the Wing Annihilator, Kansas City Jen. And as always, there you go. For those about to cook,
We salute you.
we sure do. Have a great game day. We'll be back tomorrow with another fun, easy, delicious recipe.
See you soon.